Now, we are recognizing habits here. If you have not really fully recognized this extremely harmful habit of expectations, extremely harmful, I want you to really open it up today and see it, if you have not already done it. Number one, just observe. When you are expecting something to happen, and if your expectation gets fulfilled, the amount of joy you could have got out of it is lesser because you have already expected it. Is this making sense? Mm-hmm. The same thing you get without expectation, like a surprise, it gives you so much more joy. Have you noticed this? This is what it is. Now, if you are expecting something and if the expectation does not get fulfilled, what happens to you? Isn't it? See how dangerous it is. When the expectation gets fulfilled, the amount of joy is lesser because you have already kind of expected it. If it doesn't get fulfilled, it makes you angry, frustrated, lots of things. Make sense? Now, one more dangerous angle of expectations. You know, if you see, are you all listening?
Yes.
If you are expecting something from somebody, okay? Once again, I want to remind you, nothing wrong about expectations. People who expect don't become bad people. They are wonderful human beings. Just this habit of wanting, expecting. Alright? Now, when you are expecting something from somebody, actually if you see, you actually hand over your remote control in their hands. Isn't it? Yes, no?
Yes.
One more dangerous aspect. From the same person that you are expecting something from, if you observe, you might be getting so many other things in that relationship. Yeah?
Yeah.
But the mind, because it is caught up in one expectation, cannot appreciate what all you are getting from it. Making sense?
Yes.
If you look at our lives, okay, simple things, very, very simple reality of life, basic reality. When you came into this body, what did you bring together?
What did you bring?
With you? Nothing. Not even clothes. After this phenomenon of birth, whatever you got, isn't it a huge bonus? There is so much the life has given us. Infinity, actually, if you see. But when your mind is caught up in some expectations, you can't appreciate so much that has been given to you. Make sense?
Yes.
You know, in Sanskrit language there is a very beautiful, very powerful proverb, saying. It says, this expectation, this demand, this desire is a habit that is born out of a feeling of lack. And the catch is that it gives rise to bigger lack. It will never leave you satisfied and content. If you see, one expectation gets fulfilled in the same subject, with the same person, your expectation will always increase. Now I want more. It will never leave you content and satisfied. Okay, I have had enough now. Never. Have you noticed this? This is what I mean. Expectation is a habit that has somehow creeped in human minds, which is destroying lives, if you see. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Really worth dropping. Any expectation. Now, sometimes what happens is, you feel, oh, I have done so much in this relationship, I have the right to expect. Yes? One more dangerous aspect. The more you feel it is your right to expect, more you cling on to the expectations. The more you cling on to them, more unhappy you are going to become. Because the fundamental reality of life, the law on which the mind functions, is expectation reduces joy.
Rishiji, can you explain the difference between expectation and intention?
Very beautiful. Now, one more very, very basic reality of life again. Are you all here with me?
Yes.
Listening?
Yes.
Enthusiastic?
Yes.
Enthusiastic?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You know, if you observe very sensitively, why I want you to be sensitive is because with a sensitive, very sharp mind, you can clearly see the difference. With a kind of blunt intelligence, you won't be able to see the difference. That's why I want you to be a little more sharp now. Are you all here?
Yes.
More focused?
Yes.
Yeah? My point is, if you clearly see expectations and targets, expectations and goals, expectations and intentions are very different. Make sense?
Yes.
What I mean is, one more basic reality of life, if you see, the law of the nature, when your mind is in the giving mode, you are very happy and enthusiastic and bubbly. Have you noticed this? When you want to be useful, when you want to give, when you want to provide from your side, your mind is in the happy mode. When your mind is in the wanting mode, it is very unhappy. Make sense?
Yes.
If you observe the difference between expectations and intentions, expectations and goals or targets, if you see, you put yourself a goal, a target, you get inspired to work. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Because in the target, in those moments when you have put a target, you are giving from your side.
Yeah.
And in the expectation, you want something out of it. That is the big difference.
Nice.
Make sense, Ken?
Yes.
Yeah? That is why targets are important. And the basis of targets, I would say, the wisdom is even more important. Wisely, let us choose our targets. Let us choose to be happy as a target. What do you think?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Let us choose to be free as our targets.
Yes.
Let us choose to be useful as our targets. Make sense?
Yes.
And you will see, as soon as you put yourself a target, I want to live life like that. That target determines the direction of your life. Make sense, well?
Yeah, I know in the mind and I feel in the heart, but really manifesting it fully, that's another question.
Very beautiful. You know, well, I'll tell you, only way of doing it is by doing it. Really, no thinking and no contemplating and no pondering over that idea and no amount of exploration about it is going to help. It's just about going and doing it. Very, very simple. Take a deep breath in, connect and drop it when you find an expectation coming up. Very, very simple. Make sense?
Yes.
That's my whole point. Yeah?